The refreshed 2018 Mercedes-Benz GLA is the best crossover for you if the badge on the car is more relevant than the label on a market segment. This may look like a small hatchback with helium in its shock absorbers, but it is a crossover. It's available with an effective all-wheel drive system, and it has 8 inches of ground clearance, about 40% more than the typical car. So it does qualify for the crossover segment, and it is a way to get into a Mercedes for as little as $35,000. But take away that badge, and is it a crossover you ought to consider? Let's find out. I'm Chuck Giametta. Join me for a car preview video review of the 2018 Mercedes-Benz GLA. Launched for model year 2014, the GLA is Mercedes' smallest SUV. It shares its basic structure with the automaker's smallest car, the CLA. Both are the only Mercedes models based on front-wheel drive engineering, although an even smaller front-drive-based car, the A-Class, is in the pipeline. The GLA competes with premium subcompact crossovers from America, Japan, and Europe, and in a corporate partnership lends its design and powertrains to Nissan's upscale Infiniti brand for the QX30. That's a complicated resume, but the goal is simple. Attract affluent young buyers who want a Mercedes crossover, even if it means living with a stiff ride, one of the smallest rear seats in the class, and not much cargo space. Offsetting those concessions, fine road manners, and the prestige of the Mercedes-Benz name. The styling, of course, is a matter of taste, and although Mercedes doesn't change the GLA's body or dimensions for 2018, it does give it its first facelift. Most noticeable are the slotted grille bars and rounded fog lamp housings. The wheels are new, and the optional headlamps are now LEDs instead of bi-xenons. Inside, diameter of the standard infotainment screen expands to 8 inches from 7, and a rear-view camera becomes standard. There's a bit more bright work, and the main gauges exchange black on silver faces for more legible white on black. 2 models return for 2018, both with a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine and a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Their personalities, however, are markedly different. The GLA 250 has 208 horsepower, and comes with front-wheel drive. A little more than half its buyers spend another $2,000 for Mercedes' 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. And then there's the Mercedes-AMG GLA45. The automaker offers some other models that trade on the AMG label, but this is among the select few that get the full treatment. Every aspect of it is tuned by the factory's performance division, and its engine is handmade, each by just one technician. Here the result is a class-leading 375 horsepower. It accelerates as quickly as a Shelby Mustang and can top out at 167 miles per hour. The GLA45's 2018 facelift includes new air intakes with these blades. Mercedes calls them flicks that guide cool air to the radiators. Fewer than 5% of GLA buyers go for the AMG model, but you can get some of its look on a GLA 250 by specifying the Night and Sport packages. These air intakes, though, are just for show. For $2,600, the packages replace the standard 17-inch alloy wheels with these 19s, add perforated front disc brakes, and blacked-out trim. Our test GLA 250 4MATIC wears a new color for 2018, Canyon Beige Metallic, a $750 option. Options, of course, are part of any premium class experience, and you'll need to indulge if your GLA 250 is to meet expectations you might associate with a Mercedes name. It comes with power front seats with memory and dual-zone automatic climate control, But luxury basics like leather upholstery, heated front seats, satellite radio, keyless entry with push-button start, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto are all extra cost features. Autonomous emergency braking is standard, but other driver aids, such as blind spot warning, lane-maintaining automatic steering, and adaptive cruise control, are optional. Options here include embedded navigation with its sharp graphics but less than intuitive control interface, and the dual-pane moonroof with its impressive views but less than opaque blinds. Throw in vanities like black ash matte wood trim and illuminated door sills, and a GLA250 4MATIC's $36,325 base price balloons to an even $50,000. That scratch gets you into any number of larger, more powerful crossovers, even the brilliant Mercedes GLC Compact. How does the GLA250 justify its premium pricing? Well, the driving experience can be quite good. Acceleration is brisk. At around 6 seconds 0 to 60, it's among the very best in the competitive set. To minimize turbo lag, though, you need to engage Sport mode. That also firms and sharpens steering feel, adding a dash of real agility to the already nimble handling. The downside is a ride that's taut even in comfort mode. It can become jarring over sharp bumps as you move up from the 17-inch tires to the optional 18s and 19s. Road noise also ramps up correspondingly, intruding at times on the otherwise quiet cabin. Mercedes requires premium octane gas for all GLAs, but the 250's EPA ratings top those of nearly every direct rival. Ground clearance is also among best in class, and an off-road mode that recalibrates the powertrain and suspension makes the GLA250 4MATIC surprisingly adept where few owners are likely to take it. Every owner, of course, will spend a lot of time in this cabin. What's that experience like? It's very nice for front-seaters. There's little sense of an elevated driving position, but room and comfort are fine. Rear passengers over 5'6" will feel cramped. Legroom is tight, the bench scrawny, and the moonroof housing steals headroom. A power liftgate is standard, and the $1,800 premium package now includes hands-free opening. Unfortunately, you'll need to lift bulky items over a tall sill, and there's less overall cargo volume than in most compact hatchback cars. So rear seat room and cargo space are not part of the GLA equation. Does that make it a poor value? Base prices are in the ballpark with those of most competitors, although as we've demonstrated, adding options can create some scary window stickers, and no other premium subcompact crossover has a direct rival to the GLA45. There's a lot to like about even the GLA250's sporty demeanor, and some folks we know love its styling. Ultimately, you'll need to decide how much those virtues outweigh this little crossover's compromises. And only you can determine the relevance of that Mercedes-Benz badge. For more on this and other cars, trucks, and SUVs, go to CarPreview.com, and please subscribe to our Car Preview YouTube channel.